today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The bye weeks. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Mills, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the...
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down now, it's Mills. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
At their own 30.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2nd and 14. He's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff looking right. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now they try the right side here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He finds an opening past the 40. All the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Down with the man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
22-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 5. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
The blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. They juked him. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Rams.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
2nd and 1. At the 2-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Mills. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
The kicker on.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Over first and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
10-yard loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Tackle made.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going from the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 30.
Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. A 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
The kick is
and his kick is right through. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2-yard line.
Taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, it's Mills. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
It's a pickup of 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
The kicker on.
A great effort there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
It is good.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go. They bring him down.
Good job. A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Gets past one man. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yes, sir. A loss of 8 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 6. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Jefferson, incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
That's good.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
The pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitching.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going left side here, and it's complete.
Today's final score, Rams.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for L.A., they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah. That's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brown to throw again. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Brown. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
28 yards.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 18 more yards there and another first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Brown. That one taken in by Lashley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
He's across midfield.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 28, the ball.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big time.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Brings up
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. He'll look to throw. Quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
And 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And a Cowboy first down.
From the gun, Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
The 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Brown. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During films. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Trying to get points late in half, I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Brown able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun. Brown. Over the middle, complete. It's Newman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Number 85.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He was brought down by...
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up third.
Operating from the gun. Brown. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Back to throw. Brown. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
20.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense may be wearing some particular run here.
I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 33. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally stop him with a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
taken
The
down.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 8 yards to go.
Brown now. Off play action. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
2-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force him into...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick is
On that
good.
sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went back. That time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage and play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
30-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports.
17.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Rams first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now. On the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in them with a big play.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
From the gun, Brown will find Lamb. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a handoff looking right. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Another carry for the running back. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brown. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Brown. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
A great play there. with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6, and not to mention...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to like a good golfer can check one up.
That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. There's that man again. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Today's final score.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew,